What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego. I got another quick stream in me. I just got back. Wow. L says we already got a hater in the house. All right, listen. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Let me straighten up. Let me straighten this up for us. Just know, I told you guys. Don't don't act surprised. Don't play dumb. Don't act surprised. When we're talking about this situation, I don't want to hear people like, "Oh, give it a rest," because this they like to play dumb. I'm telling you, I've been in this game. I'm telling you how it works. What happens is they ask for it, and then when they get it, then they start acting all brand new. You know, they open Pandora's box, and now we running it. You know, don't come into the page talking about, oh, you're obsessed, man. You're still talking. Yep, I'm obsessed. And we still gonna talk about it. As long as they leaving me comments with the disrespect and all this other shit, but not telling us what we doing wrong, that means we got more work to do. So yep, I'm talking about it. I'm gonna keep talking about it. It's AJ fight week, and unfortunately, instead of talking about the fight only, there's some other things going on. Wilder had a huge announcement, so we're gonna keep talking about it. If you don't want to talk about these things, don't come to my streams. Don't come to my channel. Unsubscribe. I'm making that being known right away. So there's an article, and see, the other thing, you guys have to respect what's being done here. This has never been done before previously in the boxing world, because people don't have no fucking nuts, so they're afraid, they're afraid to speak their true mind, and I can't give a fight prediction and all this goofy shit, right? That's one thing. Two, some of them are knowledgeable enough to go deep and talk to sweet science. And, three, people have like just different affiliations or worried about getting exiled and all types of shit, or don't have the resources or the time. This is what I do full time. So today I got time, and you guys, not to brag or boast, but you guys should be happy for new media, because I'm giving you my thoughts, opinions, but I also try my best to show you why I feel how I feel. If I pull from information, I cite my sources like a bibliography. Old media, they simply don't do these things. They don't go through these great lengths. And I'm trying to tell you, I've been here for several fights. The people who are trying to, like, some people are doing this for views. Like, they're saying the opposite, and that's great. But when this is over and certain situations get found out, you stuck with everything you said. That's why hold me responsible for everything I say. I'm good with them odds. But these other dudes ain't built for it. Like Mayweather Pacquiao, same thing. I said Floyd's gonna beat Pacquiao. I explained why, no love lost. I thought Floyd would win. Oh, you're full of shit. Oh, you're going to close your channel as soon as Pacquiao knocks him out. Floyd hates southpaws. Floyd been ducking. Blah, blah. All right, cool. Non-stop, comment after comment. And then when it was found out I was right, it's about salt water and shoulder injuries. And, oh, well, yeah, something may put him out there. No, we're not doing that. I've been here before. Y'all talking to a real life OG in this boxing shit. You're talking to a real life Don, like Bay Area. So, Mikey Garcia Spence, there's always fights, and Canelo Triple G. Oh, you think Canelo has a chance? Ha ha ha. All right, bro. And then Canelo beats Triple G. Then you guys have to change it and make fucking excuses. Oh no, people on press row had Triple G winning. No. It's a close fight, whatever you want to say, whatever. Canelo won. Oh yeah, Mikey, he's beefed up and snack. All right, well, he was snacking on some leather that night because Errol Spence beat him, like I fucking told you. I didn't like that fight from Mikey like that. It was cool, interesting, just to see if, that's why we watch. We could think we know what's going to happen, but just to see, that you have to satisfy your curiosity. So, like I said, I've been through, like, some of the fighters where this has happened, they don't even fight anymore. I've been through it. This Joshua Wilder saga, This is just one of many that we've seen in boxing. But like I said, the people who are going to outlast the others are the people with a message that is truthful, pure. These other dudes just run around saying, "Oh yeah, well your Wilder's getting knocked out," and blah blah blah, and running around saying a bunch of bullshit. I'm telling you what I see, and been predicting the future damn near. I told you Joshua wasn't gonna fight Luis Ortiz, and I'm not talking about the 5-week camp shit. I'm talking about before that. I told you Dillian White wasn't gonna fight Luis Ortiz after the WBC ordered it. After Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder said, "Hey, I'm a man of my word. Luis Ortiz, I can vouch for him. He's a good ass fighter. Fight Luis Ortiz, and you have my word. We don't even have to go through the WBC. I'll fight you if you could beat Luis Ortiz. Me to you." So Dillian White is currently posting pictures and saying, a duck face on next to Luis Ortiz's body, saying that's Wilder. But Dillian White literally had two different options, A and B, to try to secure or pressure or push for the Wilder fight. You could have listened to the WBC and said, make the fucking fight. Luis Ortiz is with the smoke, So you could have fought that, did what the WBC said, and then they would have rated you the 1B. Dominic Brazil was the 1A mandatory, and you would have been the 1B mandatory, right? Dominic Brazil just got knocked out virally. It went viral. So that means Dillian White would automatically, after Brazil got erased into the Urban Dictionary realm, then that means had Dillian White listened to the WBC, he would be the highest ranked person within the WBC, bar none, without any question, because Brazil got knocked off, right? He didn't choose that option A. Then Wilder gave his word. He's like, yo, I'm the A side over you. I'm the champion. I fought Luis Ortiz. He's a good fighter. If you could show you could beat him, then, I'll fight you. Didn't fight Luis Ortiz. He fought Derek Chisora, rematch room, henceforth the name rematch room. They made him fight a guy he already beat 2 years ago. And you dumbasses are angry that we're getting a rematch to a good fight, Wilder versus Ortiz, but nobody even wanted to see Derek Chisora, Dillian White like that. I didn't even really see the UK too excited about that. You get what I'm saying? Because it looked like Dillian White had improved. Derek Chisora was kind of losing to Carlos Takam, and then he turned around and knocked him out, so he was able to get the save, and they used that as a catalyst to make this. You feel me? So, the UK people representing y'all looking, it's like corrupt when he said this, when he was did the calling out names. He said, I love New York, but the niggas represent New York. He said, I love New York, but the niggas represent ain't shit in New York. They acting like a bit New York. He said something like that, and that's what I feel like. I love the UK, but you got some people representing you that's making it look ugly for you because they saying some shit. You guys deal with Cash App Ali biting David Price and Liam Smith versus Sam Egington, Derek Chisora 2 years later finally getting another shot at Dillian White when nobody wanted to see it, shit like that. And those are the level of matchmaking that you're accustomed to, but all of a sudden you have these high standards, right? You have these high standards for who Wilder should be fighting. Oh, Wilder versus Luis Ortiz, get that out of here. But y'all be watching Dave Allen, who Luis Ortiz fucking stopped, and Lucas Brown, who Dillian White stopped. You be watching Dave Allen versus Lucas Brown. Stop it. You guys look horrible. Everybody that condones it, you, whoever, if the shoe fits, you look horrible. You watch Ted Cheeseman and a bunch of other shit. Like I said, Dave Allen versus Lucas Brown. And this is my thing. I don't have anything against any of them guys. They have to get a paycheck. They got to make a lifestyle for their families. I get it. But the hypocrisy and the double standard comes when you're willing to watch David Price keep getting knocked out, and watch him against Alexander Povetkin and Cash Ali and keep giving chances, and Erkan Tepper gets knocked out and all this shit. And, Dave Allen, Lucas Brown got knocked out by higher ranked people, Dillian and Luis Ortiz, and now you complaining about some fights. Like, out of you of all people, that's like meeting a bitch from the projects or something, and she lives in the projects with roaches and no heat, and then she come over to your place and you got a nice little place and stuff, and then she's talking about your feng shui. She talking about the way you decorate your apartment, and your shit is like, moderate to upscale. Like, oh, that's your fridge? I would have went with the stainless. Why'd you get the white? Like, bitch, you live in the projects. What the fuck are we talking about? You have roaches. So you talking about I should have got a stainless steel fridge, and an HE washer and dryer and shit. But you live in the projects. It smell like, motherfucker, we in the alley. It smell like piss and oil. You got roaches in your shit. You got one temperature, hot. That's the equivalent, bro. How that's the UK to me. It's like a chick from the project come to your spot. You got the little bachelor part. You got the little bachelor pad dolled up and decorated and stuff like that. And she talk about trying to act bougie. She trying to act bougie like, oh, you just put the TV on the TV mount on the entertainment center. I would have got the wall mount. Bitch, you live in the projects. What are you talking about, bro? Like, you from the you got like roaches in yours. I've been in your crib, like I smashed in your crib and a roach crawled on me. You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense. You got water leaks from the roof, and you of all people trying to act bougie. That's what it's like to hear the UK. Oh, yeah. Why would Wilder fight Luis Ortiz, knowing the fight was good, knowing you just said you wanted Luis Ortiz to fight AJ allegedly when Gerald Miller fucked up? It's unbelievable. You guys look crazy. You guys look absolutely ballistic and crazy critiquing some shit like that. But you watching fights like Caleb Smith and Hassan Indam, and you all about that. You staying up till 2 a.m. to watch Caleb Smith and Hassan Indam, and you have the audacity to complain. Like, stop it, bro. It doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even make sense, bro. Just stop it. That's like, you remember them videos on BET Uncut? You like those videos, but then you complain that the Avengers Endgame, the special effects look cheap. That's the equivalent. So wait, let me get this straight. You're watching BET Uncut with the most bootleg, like unapologetically horrible VHS recorded home videos on BET. White girls. Remember that video? White, you watching those videos and have the audacity to complain about Avengers Endgame look cheap and the special effects weren't good. It sounds insane, bro. It sounds insane. Oh yeah. What is Wilder thinking fighting Luis Ortiz? But one of your own, Tyson Fury, before the Wilder Ortiz fight, is fighting Tom Schwartz. And he avoided Wilder in the rematch. You guys sound absolutely dreary and dreadful. Anybody who's advocating that sounds crazy. Like I said, how you gonna complain about the special effects for Avengers Endgame, but you like the quality of BET Uncut videos? Like, come on, bro. That doesn't even make sense. Block Pete Garcia. We're not here for the man fan shit. Block Pete Garcia. All the UK fights, your main event was Sam Eggington, who just recently got stopped by the African dude, versus Liam Smith, who Canelo stopped. That was your main event to a recent card. And you have frequent cards like that. And you are trying to tell me that Wilder versus Luis Ortiz is terrible. You of all people. Okay. Now, here's another thing that I know people are in their feelings. IFL has an interview with Dave Allen, who kept it a buck, in my opinion. Look what he said. Shout out to Dave Allen for keeping it real, though. Why moan? I don't understand the grief for Wilder versus Ortiz, too. It's a better fight than Andy Ruiz for Joshua or Tom Schwartz for Tyson Fury. Dave Allen. Look at the UK right now. 102 likes, 124 dislikes. Bro, O Media, I told you, O Media is dead, bro. O Media is dead. You guys can try the front. Look, 102 likes and 124 dislikes. All because Dave Allen said that he said, I don't know why y'all complaining. Luis Ortiz Wilder is a better fight than, Tom Schwartz versus Tyson Fury or Joshua with a 5-week Andy Ruiz. They are pissed. They are angry. They are mad. See, this is so great because when I say some shit, I'm the villain. If I say some shit, it's the black channel. Why would the black, the black people, why do blacks hate so much? Black people, why would the black? And this is so great. This is one of your own, a white male. He's saying the same thing. So when I say something, it's, why the black channel, is, oh, you yank, oh, you yanks don't know shit, you hate. Okay, he from the UK saying the same shit. And you treating him the same way. Everybody like Dave Allen when he talking shit to Lucas Brown because Lucas Brown the outsider. He the guy from Australia. Dave Allen's one of y'all's. You know what I'm saying? So when the build up, if he was like, yeah, I'm going to kick Lucas Brown ass, won't, I'm going to knock him out and bloody whack him and all this shit, then y'all with that. But now when he keep it true and say something that is not pro UK and biased for no reason, then that's how y'all treat him. Go look at the IFL ratings on anything. If someone said Wilder's a fucking duck and bitch ass and chicken noodle soup legs and all this shit, look at the ratings. Then Dave Allen, he said, I don't even understand why y'all tripping. This is better than Joshua and Fury's fight. Ah! So you think I give a fuck about some dislikes? Y'all not even taking care of your own. Y'all not even keeping it real with your own. He said it. He from the UK and said it. That's what I'm saying. They can't stop this new media shit because they want to blame it on something other than the truth so bad. So bad. They want it to be, oh, the black channel, or they want it to be, oh, because you're from America and you're just being patriotic, or oh, you work for Wilder, you work for PBC. They want it to be something else so fucking bad. They need a patsy instead of just realizing, oh yeah, he's just keeping it real. So I don't care. That's what I'm saying. I don't care. These motherfuckers is like still chasing likes. Likes is cool. But look at this. I don't care about likes because motherfuckers can get likes now on YouTube. It's different. The algorithm is different. You can get likes and, you have your video bled out. But I promise you they ain't making more money than me. We know that ain't happening. You don't, these motherfuckers, you can have 800 likes. When the last time you left the stoop? Do you work a regular 9-to-5 job? When's the last time you traveled to a fight? When's the last time you credentialed to a fight? When's the last time a fighter acknowledged you and said, oh, yo, you're doing a great job? They do that to me. You see me traveling. So that's why I say I don't care about no fucking likes and shit. Y'all motherfuckers trying to have a like fest and shit. As long as my bread looking right, I don't give a fuck about no likes. As long as I get to live my best life, travel a bit, get this nice wild tonic, this kombucha. That's what I'm saying. This YouTube shit is crazy. They were like, oh yeah, Ego got 182 likes and this person got 600. Yeah, so they travel more than me. They be in nicer hotels than me. They got their own business and like set up and buy new gear when they want and move around. They their own boss. Like, come on, bro. That's what I'm saying. Y'all motherfuckers still dueling over likes. I don't give a fuck about that type of shit. I like when I look at that bank account. That's what I like. That's the like I like. When I look at that Google check, that's what I like. You still talking about YouTube likes like this? It goes deeper than that. But anyway, it's beyond likes because whether people like or dislike, the message is still out. That's what I'm happy because I'm passionate about boxing, trying to uplift the sport, spread the truth, things like that. So I don't care about that type of stuff. You guys do all that. You guys worry about that. And it's funny because like Joshua was fighting Ruiz. They could say whatever. Oh, Eddie Hearn's like, oh yeah, Wilder versus Ortiz is a terrible fight. Look at social media. All right, look at social media on your fight. People are saying Andy Ruiz has no chance. Look how small he is. He looks like somebody just came up out of the crowd. Blah blah blah. He's holding Joshua's belts like a fan. This is what they're saying. So, you can't fake everybody out like that. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to fake the public out. You could try. So that's why I say me personally, I don't care. As long as the message goes out, I don't care what people are talking about. I don't care if you agree. I don't care if you disagree. Unless you were willing to tell me what you disagree with and outline it. That's just who I am. But the pressure is definitely on Joshua. Reeves has nothing to lose. He's getting probably a couple mil or something. He wouldn't have got that probably fighting on PBC unless he was in a bigger fight. So whatever he's getting, he's probably making more than he would have been fighting on Danny Garcia undercards and stuff. So he's winning right there. Plus he has a chance at history. So, if he does, then he's definitely made history. First Mexican to win that coveted heavyweight title. He just got to get in there, let his hands go, not take no stupid shots, stuff like that. But I think he give Joshua problems. But anyway, the perception is there. Like the casuals that don't really watch boxing and stuff, they see a muscle-bound, big-ass Joshua, so you don't want to see him struggle with someone that doesn't physically look like, just from the eye test, look like they should be in there. Like when I seen Dominic Breazeale and Wilder, it didn't physically look like a mismatch. Like if I didn't know, like if I just turn on the TV and I don't know anything about boxing, it did not look like, oh, what the fuck? Like who's it? Like it didn't look like they're in different weight classes or anything like that. It looked like two motherfuckers that were supposed to be in the ring with each other. I'm just talking about a casual. I'm not talking about me, and I'm talking about if I just turn on the TV and seen Breazeale and Wilder, it looks like two heavyweights. They're way bigger than the ref and all this shit. Wilder's back look hella big, and Breazeale look big. So. And shit, when I was at the Barclay and when Breazeale fell, you could tell he's a heavyweight, bro, because you heard it. It was so spontaneous and like instantaneous. It was crazy, So, we don't care about this. Eddie Hearn could say the tickets are sold out and doing great. I'm hearing all types of stuff. You don't even hear me talking about like going too much in depth on ticket sales and shit. I really don't even care, because I feel like people are starting to try to take away too much about boxing. Like, yes, I talk about purses and ticket sales, but I care more about the message. I care more like, buy one, get one free. PBC probably does that sometimes. Top Rank probably does that sometimes. And Eddie Hearn probably does it. And I understand why people would talk about these things because, see, Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua, they brought a lot of this on themselves. You know what I'm saying? They brought a lot of this on themselves because they were running numbers. They was pocket watching. They was trying to make it look like they were the top of the totem pole. So, it's no mystery why people are checking you and laughing at your blunders, or when your ticket sales are buy one, get one free, when you said he's the biggest star in boxing and world boxing and all this. It's no mystery that people are like, calling you out on it. Oh, I seen your shit on Groupon, and people are going bad on these ticket sales. But me, I care more about the faulty shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the lies and making Luis Ortiz sound like a terrible opponent. That like, you're just hating, bro. Eddie Hearn is just hating. Oh yeah, it's an okay fight. It's a decent fight. Okay, so bro, just listen to what I'm saying. Eddie Hearn just did an interview yesterday, and they said, oh yeah, it's not a bad fight. The reporter said, oh yeah, what about Wilder Ortiz too? What's your thoughts on the fight? That's not a bad fight, right? And he was like, "Oh, it's okay. It's all right. It's not." And he tried to act all that, bro. I hate that. I hate people like that. Like, you play a beat for somebody, and you know the shit rock. You know the shit. You got the beat to perfection, the 808s and hi hats, everything hitting. And they try to act unamused and shit. I hate that. Like, just give it up. You know the shit knocking. You get what I'm saying? Like, you just made it. Timberland just made a fire ass beat or somebody. Or Jungle Beats, holla at me. One of these motherfuckers just made a dope ass, Mike Will made it and shit, made a dope ass beat, and he playing it for you. And then your hating ass like Rico from Belly eating the banana. Nah, I don't like that shit. I'm about to drop a dime on them niggas. I don't like that shit. Nah, he had hella banana residue and shit on it. I don't like that shit. Nah, I'm about to drop a dime on it. Like, you can't. I hate when people be hating like that, bro. I always give it up for a job well done. If Joshua go in the first round and do what Wilder did, I'll give him props. Period. That's what it is. That's what y'all saying he's gonna do. All right. If he does it, I'll give him props. See, I don't have to, I don't have to like hedge my bets and shit. Yeah, they do. He be doing all these extra ass faces and stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what I think the people in the UK, they buy into that. See, a lot of y'all buy into dumb shit. Like Conor McGregor, I like Conor, for the record. I like him. He was the one doing all the theatrics and the histrionics and stuff like that. Like, this guy has a chicken jaw. I don't know what you're thinking. Like, he was the one like emceeing the mic and getting people laughing. And Khabib was just like, just regular. But what happened when they fought? What happened when they fought? Khabib got in that ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but y'all care about that. Like, Eddie Hearn be like mugging people off and making all these faces and shit. I mean, Luis Ortiz, it's all right. I don't know. I mean, is it pay-per-view? Like, he be doing hella extra, bro. They be like, oh, do you think Wilder will fight, Anthony Joshua? Like, you doing hella extra, bro. Hey, block this fight must happen, G. You a rat, bro. I can already tell. I could tell you a rat. Get him out of here. Get this rat ass motherfucker out of here. He's a rat, trust me. They come in trying to tiptoe. You a rat. Trust me, I'm too good, man. I got the 6 cent rat. Okay, I already knew he was a rat. But anyway, yeah, Eddie Hearn, like, just you said that Joshua was ducked by Luis Ortiz. Now you're trying to make it look like Luis Ortiz ain't shit. But it's not even like, I could at the bare bones minimum, I could understand if if this was in January and then Luis Ortiz had a fight where he didn't look good and then you said it. But Luis Ortiz hasn't even been in the ring since then. So the Luis Ortiz that you see since the Wilder Luis Ortiz 2 fight was announced was the same one you negotiated with. Nothing has changed. This was all after the Christian Hammer fight. So when you claimed that Luis Ortiz ducked you for $7 million, ducked AJ for $7 million, you were like, oh, this is a fight AJ wanted and blah, blah, blah. And then now all of a sudden, Bob Arum be doing that too, Bob Arum be doing the same thing. When you signed to Top Rank, you the shit. He's like, Mikey Garcia is a terrific fighter. He could go down in the Hall of Fame with Marquez, and he's doing all this shit. Soon as Mikey leave him, Mikey is a bum. Nobody want, like, bro, come on, bro. These promoter tricks are like tired. They're tired, bro. He did, and Bob Arum did the same thing with Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz was with Top Rank. He's like, he literally said in the interview, Andy Ruiz, he's a good kid. I want to see Andy Ruiz versus Joshua. And then they asked him after, since Andy Ruiz is now with Al Heyman, right? They asked Bob Arum. They said, "Yo, what you think of Ruiz and Joshua? Good fight." This is his former fighter. It's a horrible fight. I mean, he's a nice kid, but he's fat. Like, who wants to see a tub of lard? Like, bro, now you going in. But why didn't you call him a tub of lard when he was signed to you? You feel what I'm saying? It's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. You know, now he's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man and all this shit, but you signed him. See, that's bro. It looks bad, bro. Bob Arum did this with Pacquiao. Same behavior. When you had Pacquiao, you was making money with Pacquiao. He was the Philippines loves Manny Pacquiao. He's up there. He's one of the best fighter ever. You know, all this shit. And then Pacquiao signed with Al Heyman fighting Broner. He's washed up. How many Errol Spence will kick his ass? Crawford was finna get in that ass. Oh my gosh, bro. Now Pacquiao fighting Thurman. Thurman finna beat that ass. He's done. He's out of his prime. Okay. Same old shit. This is what Eddie Hearn be doing. Same old shit. You know. It's like a scorned girlfriend, bro. Like, you sound crazy. That's like a female. You was with a dude for 10 years and then he cheats on you. So you live on bad terms and he move in with the chick. And then you're like, oh, that's why he couldn't get it up. You know, his dick was little. He had a little dick. You telling all your girlfriends that. You scoring. His dick was so little you stayed with him for 10 years. So you look stupid. You know, he couldn't get up, but you stayed with him for 10 years and wanted him to propose to you. So you look stupid. You know, that's what people do. Oh, he wasn't shit. He couldn't hold the job. You know, that's why he got kicked off the basketball team. And, you know, he never could make varsity. But you knew all this shit, and you still got with the motherfucker. So he was on JV, couldn't make varsity when you got with him. You was high school sweetheart, so your dumb ass knew that. So you just, bro, I never do that. You ain't never, like, all my exes and shit, you know, I don't do all that, you know. Like, man, oh, she was weak, man. She wasn't even freak like that. You know, I ain't got to do that. That's petty, bro. That's petty. I wish everybody well. Like, you know, I don't do that. But some people are, like, spiteful like that. And you know where that energy comes from. You're not making money with them no more. So now it's like, fuck you. That's what it is. You know, when Luis Ortiz was somebody you needed to fill your date. So before you said Luis Ortiz didn't look good versus Christian Hammer. A week before, Gerald Miller fails a drug test. Now you're in hot pursuit of Luis Ortiz, and you're billing, oh, it's a great fight. You know, it's a great fight. This we wanted. Joshua wanted this. You know, it would have been a great fight, but he ducked $7 million. And then now he's announced for Wilder, and it's back to he ain't shit. Petty. You know, and good luck with that, with new media around. Good luck, because we see it. And DAZN, oh man, the dude, I don't know who the fuck worked for DAZN, but they gotta look at this situation, because this is hurting their business. So that dude that looked like dude from Twilight or shit with the hair, who the fuck is he? He's somebody with DAZN, the dude with the Twilight hair. Not Jacob the Wolf, the vampire one. Robert Pattinson, the one that's supposed to play Batman some kind of way. Who that dude? That Twilight look, the dude with the hair, with the frosted tips. Dude with the NSYNC hair with DAZN. Bite, wanna give it up. Might sound crazy, but it ain't no lie, baby. Bite, wanna give it up. Might sound crazy. That NSYNC dude with the hair, bro. With DAZN. Who is he? He's somebody. I know. I forgot his name, bro. Bite, wanna give it up. Might sound crazy, but it no lie, baby. You know, that Twilight dude, bro. He looking like all the groups I used to listen to. You know, come my lady, come my lady. You know, when they had them little pop songs and shit. Come my lady, come, be my sugar, be my butterfly, sugar, you know. Sugar Ray looking motherfucker. I ain't talking about Leonard, I'm talking about that group Sugar Ray, bro. Yeah, Markowski, yeah, him. Yeah, the dude with the frosted tips, the frosted flakes. They're great. They had the frosted tip looking motherfucker, bro. You know, the Paul Mitchell looking motherfucker, bro. Yeah, the dude that put Paul Mitchell in his hair. Him. Y'all gotta do something, bro. This shit looking crazy. You know, you need to wrap your hair in a bun or something like Sway in the morning and figure out this, because Joshua and Eddie Hearn are connected to you and they running amok, especially Eddie Hearn, and is tied into your reputation. And see, this is the thing. This is anybody's business. My business. I can't be sending someone to the fights and they on some Bill Cosby shit. You feel what I'm saying? I send someone to the fight and they sexually harassing all the women there. You know, all the female reporters. After the interview, I would like to interview you with the pudding and the quaalude. Put the plop plop in the drink. You know, I'd have to dead that. I can't have that attached to me. You know what I'm saying? DAZN trying to take off, and Eddie Hearn's antics is not helping them. I really feel that. I don't feel it's helping them. I don't feel it's all these games and shit. Like, just, and then, like I said, it's too many contradictions. He just said yesterday, oh, don't talk to me about Wilder. He's fighting. So I'll just revisit it after Luis Ortiz and Adam Kaunaski. So let's see, mark my words. Let's see if he brings up Wilder or AJ, you know, for the rest of the week or, you know, ongoing. Let Wilder do his thing. If you, and see, bro, that's how I know I don't believe you. I know I don't believe you. When have you ever seen Floyd Mayweather, somebody else's actions have Floyd frazzled? Floyd didn't give a fuck because he was, without a shadow of a doubt, the biggest star in boxing. So it didn't matter what Pacquiao was doing. It didn't matter if Canelo pulled off his card. Yeah, you know, he could have got a couple more fans on that card, having Canelo Trout on the card. But when Canelo Trout moved to his own card, Floyd didn't cry. Floyd wasn't like, oh, this is bullshit, motherfucker. How could Canelo do that? I built Canelo. You know, he didn't do all that. He didn't care. He did behind the scenes, you know, if at best, if he said anything, you know, but he didn't make it a public issue. Eddie Hearn is like, oh yeah, this is Wilder, bollocks, and, you know, crying in there. Bob Arum talked about this. Eddie Hearn arguing on camera and stuff. That's not a good look. That's what I'm saying. We gonna acquaint people with America because we do shit different in America. In America, like Showtime at the Apollo. Shout out to Blue for taking me past the Apollo when I was in New York. Great show. The Sandman is waiting for you, bro. New media. The Sandman is waiting for you. If you go, bro, I'm telling you, that Apollo crowd, motherfuckers would really, I don't know about now, I don't even know if it comes on anymore, but they used to be so petrified to go sing there because it was a rough crowd, you know? So you can't, the wolves is on you in the crowd. So you had to, you know, you had to have a level of confidence and stuff to go on the Apollo. You had to make sure your game was tight. You know, if you look skittish and you look timid or intimidated by the crowd, it wasn't gonna be a good look for you. You know, you yeah, I'm here to sing a song. You know. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all. Boo! Like, bro, Apollo is finna fuck you up. Like, you better get to it. You better get to the part where it's hitting, because if you try to do it, you know, they don't know you and they don't like what they hearing, they finna boo, like they finna boo your ass off the stage real quick, bro. They was scared. They would rub that little log. That ain't gonna help you. That's the only thing that gonna do is give you splinters, bro, because that crowd was vicious. I believe children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Boo! This shit suck. Boo! You know, bro, it's different. Different cultures. So, you know, Eddie Hearn doing all this extra stuff, I don't think it helps DAZN. I don't think it helps his brand. I don't think it turns new Americans on. You know, trying to make Wilder seem like the bad. Like, just, if you're not going to fight, you're not going to fight, whatever. But all this extra shit, See, he's wants to be all in the video and stuff. And like I said, to each his own. But I don't feel like that helps the cause, because it's not converting people. If anything, it's making people like, wish for you to not succeed. Sexual chocolate, everybody. Title of the video, boom. Boom. Boxing News Online. Anthony Joshua employs sports psychologist for the first time as a professional. Joshua brings in a new member to his team after admitting his training camps were starting to fuck me over. So fuck him over. I made a video about it. Anthony Joshua has added a sports psychologist to his team ahead of his first fight in America after admitting his previous training camps were fucking him over. You guys got to read through this. I made a video. The link is in the description. He brought in some Navy SEALs and some people, and he said some real interesting things. Like, I'm going to just read this part. It says the purpose of this new addition was to hone Joshua's mind and focus under high pressure. The process, Joshua claims, has heightened his performance both physically and mentally. He goes on to say, the Navy SEALs, are put in situations where they are under a lot of pressure, and how do they react? How are they able to perform under pressure? I have a plan to beat Andy Ruiz on Saturday, but then if he goes out and clocks me with the big shot, how do I deal with that situation? That sounds weird to me. Like Joshua, like, people hire sports psychologists. Like, I think Tom Brady has one. Like, he has this sports medicine guru that, coaches him, because that caused like some kind of controversy. But listen to what he said. He said, if Andy Ruiz clocks me with the big shot, then how do I deal with it? Like, I don't know. That sounds weird. Like, you're a professional fighter. What do you mean? How do you deal with it? Like, you have to figure it out. You're not the first boxer to ever get, hurt or hit with the big shot. Golovkin has a chin. He got hit with some good shots from Canelo. Feet planted, everything. I never heard Golovkin say no, like, hey, no, I need help. You have to, you're in the profession. You got to, it's Johnny on the spot. The other thing that sounds really weird about it is, like, it sounds mentally fragile to me, which is what I had questions about. If he's in, like, is Joshua a front runner? Like, if he's blasting through guys, and everything's going his way, how will it be? If he has to come from behind, how would that be? If he gets a bad cut and he can't see, i.e. Pacquiao, Morales, Mayweather, Maidana won, how will he be? It's just weird. Other thing that I find is weird is seemingly everything is supposed to be perfect. Joshua, he's in shape. He's undefeated. He's the guy posing. I have all the belts, And then he's saying these training camps were kicking my ass or fucking me up. I needed help. Me and my team sat around a round table and got with this Navy SEAL to help talk it through, like a support group, like Alcohol Anonymous or something. It's just weird. Like, what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, maybe fighting in America is really... Like, I don't know. It just seems weird. Kovalev been fighting in America. And around in people's backyard. Usyk been fucking people up in Russia. He been fucking people up in Germany. Or fighting in America, he stopped Michael Hunter. You know what I'm saying? I never heard, like, Usyk say something like, oh, yeah, what if I get hit with a shot? And, you know what I'm saying? Or... have anxiety about fighting in someone's backyard. To me, that seems like, especially when you're a gold medalist, you already come from an amateur circuit. That's, I don't know, it's kind of telling. That seems doubtful. Like, I can't picture my favorite fighters talking like that. And this has always been the case with Joshua. And I don't know if he thinks this is a good thing to show vulnerability, but I don't think that type of vulnerability is what people want to see. Like, it's different. Like let's say Pac. Tupac had the hard side, like thug life, fuck y'all, you know what I'm saying? Outlaw. But he also had the tender side where like Brenda got a baby, you know? But it's different because he's expressing himself musically and artistically. You, sir, are in a brutal combat sport in the worst division where one punch can change, you know, definitely change everything. And you talking about, oh, if he hits me, meet with me, you know, if he hits me, that, I don't know. I like, weird. It's just weird. Loving to break down ego will first caught your attention to speculate upon Joshua's mental strength. This shit easy work. I'm gonna tell y'all everything. Joshua's mental strength has always been, you know, something I've looked at. Okay, look at it like this. See, I'm a people person. At the end of the day, that's the biggest thing. I'm observant like a motherfucker. That's the biggest thing. I observe. I'm observant. And I just observe little patterns, and, you know, I have intuition. You know, like everyone's built with intuition, even in the animal kingdom. You look at mountain lions and like deers, anything, you know, gazelle. They could sense when the, you know, a pride of lions or some shit is creeping, you know, what the fuck, you know, or a bird in the water, and then there's a subtle ripple in the pond or in the water swamp or whatever. You know, oh shit, that must be an alligator. Let's bounce. Everybody has intuition, even in, like I said, even in the animal kingdom. What I've seen from Joshua just seems like mentally fragile. Example would be Wilder be screaming on people and like, I promise you the baptism, you know, that type of shit. And then he said, I'm coming to the Joseph Parker fight. I'm gonna hop in that ring and challenge him. And he's like, no, it's my ring. You're not. What? That's why the old media look crazy, making it look like Wilder's ducking Joshua, because all of last year when these things were happening, they were nowhere to be found. They were nowhere to be found. He said, hey, I just heard this sad news. A certain heavyweight needs hugs in between rounds. Oh, wow. Quest X going ham on it. Like, I never heard no heavyweight that didn't allow for some smoke like that. Bro, Regis Prograis and Josh Taylor were in the ring together after the World Boxing Super Series. Sean Porter wanted to challenge Danny Garcia. He beat Brandon Rios. Sean Porter and his dad were in the ring. Nonito Donaire and Inoue, you know, for the World Boxing Super Series, that's the finals. They were both in the ring together, right? I could do this. Shane Mosley hopped in the ring on Floyd after he beat Juan Manuel Marquez and was like, yeah, I want the opportunity, Floyd, you know, jumped in. This is regular shit for boxing, you know. Erislandy Lara took his ass up on the stage, on the podium, when Canelo was giving his victory speech after he beat Angulo. See how my memory works? So I remember throughout history how this had happened. Triple G got in the ring after Canelo knocked out Amir Khan. And then Canelo's like, listen here, we can put the glove back on. I'm from Mexico. We don't fuck around or whatever, right? But then when it came to Joshua Wilder, now he's claiming he wants so desperately, meet with me. And meet with me. What you mean meet with me? But Wilder told you that he was last year. Bro, the more I think, the more dangerous it gets for old media. Last year, okay, so 2 days ago or whatever, Joshua was on First Take. He said, meet with me. Yeah, two grown men. Sit, no more talk. I'm finished with the talk. I've done enough of that. Even though he just started talking for his fight week. You know, and he's like, yeah, no, don't bring your promoter. Let's handle it like men and meet with me. Okay, now you want to meet with me, but Wilder told you in advance, Joshua Joseph Parker unification. So obviously he had his eyes on that fight. He was going to be in attendance. Sky Sports was paying him, and he said he wanted to get in the ring. Soon as that made headlines, Eddie Hearn and Joshua were like, no, you won't get in the ring. You do not bring any Grey Poupon. You can't get in my ring, you know. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? 1, 2, 3. Like, what? Wait, I just don't know when to, like, who banned somebody from a ring, bro? Wilder got ambushed by Tyson Fury, and he was like, y'all bum, Dawson. He knocked out Spilka. See, I remember all this. Wilder knocked out Spilka. Tyson Fury was there. They showed this on the All Access when Wilder and Fury were fighting. They showed the backlog archive footage, and Tyson Fury was like, I'll fight all of you. I'll fight you at the same night. You know, he was tripping. And then he later revealed he was drunk when he was doing all that. You know, he's like, I'll fight you in your backyard. You know, he was doing all that. When Luis Ortiz knocked out Daniel Martz in January or December, and Wilder was there, he got in the ring, and he's like, I blessed you. I promised I blessed you. And then Luis Ortiz was like, fuck you. He's like, fuck you, bitch. When Wilder just knocked out Brazil, Luis Ortiz got in the ring. Joshua is the only, like, dainty one. I don't know if that's the right word. Dainty? Yeah, dainty. Where he was like, no, this is against the rule set. This is not part of Marcus Queensberry rules. For you, you are not allowed to come into... Like, this is like some imperial kingdom or some shit, bro. There were fucking camera people and media be trying to get in the ring and shit. No, how dare you come into my ring after my fight? So it just doesn't sound believable. He can't get in the ring, but now you on some meet with me. But he was trying to meet with you face to face. Who cares if cameras is there? Now it's meet with me a year later. Okay. It's just so that's what I seen. I seen those type of situations. I seen Joshua himself send me a copyright strike, 3 months ago that just ended. That's what I seen. Like, why would you send me a copyright strike, bro? I got paperwork, bro. Over a 10-second clip he posted on Instagram. I don't go in people's YouTube and be stealing footage and shit like that. Bro, he posted him getting pushed on Instagram, and I showed that and talked about the Miller fight, and maybe he didn't like something that was said. I don't know. But he went to them YouTube boys, bro. So those all show me the same person. That's showing the same person. When Blue Blood was at him in New York at the DAZN press conference and say, oh, hey, what about the $50 million? He's like, oh, the $50 million not in my bank. You didn't accept the terms. What you mean it's not in your bank? Why would it be in your bank if you didn't fight Wilder? And then he ran off. He ran to the back. Oh, see ya, fuck y'all. But then when he's around his comfort zone, his boys and shit, he be taking his shirt off and, rapping and doing all this. So I just feel like he like to stay around his comfort zone. I really do. It seems like mentally, like he needs to be in that comfort zone. I don't want Wilder putting me on the spot. I can dance and I've known people. Maybe he's an introvert. I don't know. I've known people like that. They're like hella funny, but if they don't know you, they're like quiet and they act like weird. So those are the things, those are the type of things. And just what he says. Listen to what he said in the past, bro. You could Google anything I'm saying. See, and this is why the UK, old media, whoever the fuck is doing it, this is why they so mad at new media, because they getting fucked up right now. They dead, and they just realizing they dead and shit, bro. You could Google what I'm saying. The people are like, oh, stop bad-mouthing Joshua. I'm not bad-mouthing. I'm telling you what the fuck he said. How is that bad-mouthing when I'm telling you factual information that you guys can all research? And I know a lot of you guys already know what I'm talking about. But Joshua himself said stuff like, oh, if I lose, that shouldn't define my career. Why should one loss do this? And he's like, oh, yeah, Tyson Fury and Wilder, they turned pro a year after I start boxing, and I did this in 15 fights, and now I'm at 22. I'm at 22, and Wilder's at 42. Meet with me, like what? Like he's trying to make it like this is like some kind of math equation. Boxing don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if Tyson Fury, y'all are all in the same group, the same bracket, the same generation, the same group of ages. Period. Joshua's 28, 29, Tyson Fury's 28, 29, 30, Wilder's 33. You guys are all in the same class. Like, you know how they have the freshman, the double XL freshman class? You guys would all be in the same generational heavyweight class. And he's like, oh yeah, imagine if I had 18 more months and to 5 years, how much I would improve. I would prove. And them guys, they're going to stay the same. Like how you going to say, see, bro, that's narcissistic. You got to listen to it, bro. How you know you finna improve, but nobody else can improve? That's narcissistic, bro. So you said, oh yeah, give me another year, 18 months to 5 years, and I'll be better, and I'll be so much good. But Wilder and Tyson Fury, they start boxing and blah blah blah, so they won't. That's narcissistic. That is really a narcissistic statement. How you gonna say that basically only you could get good, and y'all in the same fucking age group? Stop it. I could understand if Wilder's like 56 or some shit. Yeah, conventional wisdom, the longer you wait, that's not, beneficial to him. But stop. He making it like he's 20 years old and Wilder and them is 40. Like, stop. That's what I'm saying. I think AJ, in my honest opinion, I think AJ living in his head too much. And Wilder's living in his head rent free. He's the new Oliver McCall. See? Look what people are saying. Like, it's like you fuck around, have a mental breakdown in the ring or something. But it's like, he's like trying to map everything out. Like, oh, I have to have a business plan and my 4-year plan. And just listen to what they've said. Barry Hearns, Eddie Hearns. It's like he's a little kid or some shit. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be, I'm just being real. It's like he's a little kid. Like he has to be coddled and told it's going to be all right type shit. Like, oh yeah, the fighter wants this, but the businessman wears the business hat. I'm thinking about the long time, so I'm going to do things for me, and why should I rush myself or listen to fans and blah, blah, blah. I have a 10-year plan. Like, who's talking like this? I have never heard Teofimo say, hey, I got a 10-year plan, and why rush? Like, bro, real talk. There are kids in boxing, and I say kids because I'm older than them. I'm not trying to disrespect them like that. But to me, they my young boys. They looking for smoke. They'll figure out everything else later. Now, I get it. They're not in the echelon of tax bracket that he might be in. But he's been talking like this, And I hear Teofimo. Teofimo's trying to fight Lomachenko. He not fighting like, oh yeah, I'm only 20, and 10 years later I'm drinking milk. So after I drink milk and make my bones strong, then I'll be ready for Lomachenko, and he'll be old, and I'll be ripe and in my prime. Teofimo trying to fight the motherfucker now. Devin Haney trying to fight Ryan Garcia and Teofimo now, and Lomachenko now, bro. Joshua is older than all these dudes talking about meet with me. I'm the landlord, but then he seems like he also needs to be coddled. That's weird. To me, that is weird. So I have questions about, I've always said that. I've had questions about his mental. People bring up, he showed heart in the Klitschko fight. I really feel he showed heart. But Klitschko's 41. We don't know if he was pulling the trigger the same way. Luis Ortiz was trying to fuck Wilder up when he had him hurt. Fact. Klitschko was previously hurt by Anthony Joshua, and Joshua drew first blood, and then Klitschko even the score with the knockdown. So he was still, at age 41, knowing he's in there with a big, strong kid, youthful guy, he was probably more cautious. Ortiz was trying to fuck Wilder up. Wilder had to bite down. So I don't know how Joshua would do in a situation where he's not the front runner. Just like Kovalev versus Andre Ward. But it's weird because from what I've seen, from knowing these fighters, when you're young and you're a young 20, and even knowing me as a person, I'm not a fighter, but I know the shit I was trying to do when I was 20, I'm not trying to do now. You feel what I'm saying? Because there'll be different ramifications. But when I was 20, I don't give a fuck as much. You know what I'm saying? Because I haven't learned everything. I didn't have as much to lose and shit. So how I acted and, the shit I was doing and, places I was going and shit like that are different. It changes when you age. So usually it's the reversal of what we're seeing with Joshua. Joshua's about to be 30 and he's seeming like, oh yeah, I got a business plan, Usually it's the opposite, where you have these young fighters, 19, 20, and they ambitious as fuck, and they too big. They want the world, like Canelo. Canelo was 23. He was younger than that because he fought him at 23. He had been calling out Floyd for like 2 years or better. So Canelo was 21, dub one or so, calling out the best fighter in the world, trying to get the smoke, and he got it. It didn't go his way, but he was still trying to get it. Joshua is like, oh yeah, meet with me, I'm the landlord. But then he's also saying, and has said in the past, I'm not going to be rushed, and I might fight in 2018, 19, 2020 when I feel ready. The fans can't rush me. And, he's trying to make everything sound so scientific. I don't think, like, it's almost like music, in my opinion. I know this from writing music, from, being a musician, writing raps. You have to count your bars, composition, learn how to ride the beat, like, just be melodic, think of concepts, stay, try to, like, the thing with me, when I was rapping, I try to have cohesive work, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't rapping like, up at the turner, I love the burner, I did the cover the turner, pull it, stick, got it, the corner, got it, put it in the corner, I don't know, the sonar. I wasn't doing shit like that, right? So just like music, it's almost like, it's like a rhythm, a feeling, and there's no way, like, you could take a music class, you could take that, but that can't really teach you. Like, you can't just go to a music class and necessarily be the most talented musician. Music is not scientific like that. You get what I'm saying? Because Michael Jackson had soul when he was with the Jackson 5 and he a little fucking kid. And his family was probably poor, so he probably didn't have him in music classes. And they learning how to sing and dance and shit in the garage. So you get what I'm saying? Joshua was trying to make boxing, like, I understand it's a sweet science, but he's trying to make this like this is some perfect business setup. Like, it's like I said, like, he's Carlito's way. Like, okay, I could sell this amount of drugs, be in the game for 4 or 5 years, open up a club as a storefront, and launder some money, keep this in saving, and then I could get out of the game by the time I'm 28. He's making it sound like it's all scientific. Boxing's not that. It's the sweet science in terms of what you doing in there and, like, that type of stuff, intelligence, but it's not scientific like, oh yeah, Wilder, he turned pro at this age, and I was just in my first year of boxing, and Tyson Fury and him turned pro. That doesn't matter, bro. None of that stuff, that type of stuff don't matter. It matters the Wilder you would be facing is this motherfucker. Who cares what he was doing? Because I seen, like, people kept showing me the fight clip of Wilder, and he was getting knocked out or hit or knocked against the ropes against some random white dude that didn't even look like he was in crazy shape. I don't know where he was at in his career. I don't know what the fuck that was. I don't know what that was about. I don't know what fight that was, but he's obviously learned from that point. So the Wilder, you keep talking about when you fought for a title and how many fights you have and when they turn pro. Oh, I started boxing in 2008 and they turned pro in 2007. That none of that type shit matter. Nobody is breaking it down like that. People are like, man, he's gonna throw the jab. I gotta counter him with this. You know, he's sweet to the gut. You know, let me influence my body attack. You know, let me stay on the outside or circle to the left. That's the type of science. But he's making it like this is a math equation. And I don't say Wilder has all the power in the world to sleep a human male, an adult male. He has that type of power. He has the power to sleep an adult male. Period. So all this like planning and science and, you know, I turned pro 2008. He you know, that none of that type of shit would matter in the ring. Just like it didn't matter when Mikey Garcia, all that snack training and posing when he fought Errol Spence. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you can't break boxing down and quantify it like that. And I hear that's why it sounds like a mentally fragile to me, because he's trying to encompass boxing based on like straw man arguments, you know. When Fury turned pro, who cares? Fury when he turned pro, he might not have been on coke and had everything and then been on coke and lost everything and then went through obesity and then lost it and then came back and fought Wilder. So who cares about that? You know, it's just like I used this example before. Let's say I was in Akron and I went to high school with LeBron James and I beat him in a game, in a one-on-one game in high school. That don't mean I could beat LeBron now. LeBron James, he'll shit on me. You know, it don't matter what we did back then. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to win. That's just not how. It's not a realistic way of thinking. So Joshua keeps saying, like, him and Eddie Hearn both keep saying. So it's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like talking to, like they're dealing with the coddling a kid or something. Because Eddie Hearn, it's like Eddie Hearn and Barry Hearn sat with him and fed him these blueprint plans. Like, oh yeah, we have you on the 10-year plan. The other fighters, they're on anything, but you're on the 10-year package plan. And, you know, we're going to move you along. You're going to make X amount of dollars. It's like they're talking to, like, that's what it feels like. And then he's like, yeah. And he's repeating this stuff. I mean, after all, you turned pro, you know, in 2010. Them guys, they were pro in 2008. You were just starting. So as time goes on, you're going to get better. But they turn pro. That's a lot of wear and tear. So they're going to regress. Meanwhile, you will be the A-side champ. Like that, bro, stop it. Like, it's like that boxing, it like I'm all about the sweet science shit, but that's doing too much. You know? Like, you're trying to break down some kind of like plan like that, like, bro, because Mike Tyson, one of my favorite fighters, everybody got a plan till they get punched in the mouth. So that doesn't, you know, who cares? Like, so if you're that's why boxing is so great. So Dominic Brazil had a plan. Virgil Hunter had a plan. Virgil Hunter's like, now what I'm trying to tell you, man, Dominic Brazil, you gotta listen to Andre Ward because this man got power. You know, they had a plan. You think Virgil Hunter just wasted his time? He had a plan. But it didn't matter when them hard rights started landing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think you could break it down like who went pro, when they turned pro. I'm just trying to say Dominic Brazil, Amir Khan need to stay in the camp. He can't let his body. Amir Khan has recuperative power. I like Virgil. Virgil's cool. He said Whack 100 found that out. Hey, you bug it, bro. So I don't know why Joshua keeps feeding the public this. When Fury turned pro, when he turned pro and started we just want to see the fight. We don't need a history lesson. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be cutthroat, but who wants to hit, like, who needs a hit? Oh yeah, in my sixth fight, I was headlining the O2 arena. That's what I'm saying. It's like a little kid. Like you told, it's like I don't even have kids, and I know like mannerism. It's like when little kids, someone at school's bullying them, and like, I'm not ugly. My mom said I could be anything I want. I could be anything. I could be a tree. Like, it's like little kids or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you like your parents gave you some advice or some shit to how to deal with bullies or some shit, and you just ran with it. My mom said, I'm not ugly. You are. I'm not ugly. You are. I'm not ugly. Like, what? This is weird, bro. That's what I feel like Eddie Hearn and Barry Hearn sat Joshua down and like told him this plan, and these guys will be old by the time you get here and we fight. What? My mom said, I'm not ugly. Your ass is ugly. UGLY. You ain't got no alibi. You're ugly. You're ugly. I am rubber, you are glue. Whatever you say bounces off of me and sticks to you. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? It's like Eddie Hearn and them sat him down and then ran through what the fuck he's supposed to be saying. Oh, 10-year plan. Like, what 10-year? What are we talking about? Like, do you understand what I'm saying, bro? I'm trying to give it to you as real and raw as possible. It's like you have shitty credit, and then you go to one of them people, the credit management debt companies or whatever, and they're trying to tell you how to build your credit. So we're gonna file this bankruptcy. It's 2019, so you're gonna take the hit. It's gonna hit your FICO score. So then don't open up any credit cards for like 2-3 years because you're done with the banks. The banks they're not gonna accept you. So just use cash. But then after that point, the fourth and fifth year, go to Macy's, open up a Macy's card, a Macy's credit card, get a small line of credit, and then we're gonna help you rebuild. And then you have your car note, and we're gonna help you rebuild. Like, it's like boxing don't work like that. I have a 10-year plan. None of that 10-year shit. Everybody got you. How the fuck you plan and a fucking motherfucker plant his hand in your face? Like, you can't plan 10 years out in boxing. You see what I'm saying? It's not like the game plan to rebuild credit. Boxing is a phenomenal sport, but you can't plan for like certain things to happen. You can't plan for injuries. You think Dimitri Perot planned to be fucking fucked up? He had some kind of back problems or whatever. So this whole 10-year plan and who turned pro and stuff, it just doesn't sound right. It sounds like some horse shit that they told him, and he's running with it, and it sounded good, so he's trying to repeat it, which is what people do when they don't have independent thinking. I'm not saying you should never plan, but you can't plan. How you plan 10 years in a boxing game? You don't even know what's going to happen. You don't know, like, where's DAZN going to be in 10 years? You don't know those types of things. What is a new pay scale? What if, UFC enters boxing and offers you a crazy amount of money and you're not committed to DAZN because they're supposed to be getting in boxing this year. You can't, so what the fuck happens at a 10-year plan? Kobe. So he's doing too much. But this is some horse shit that they told him. And he liked how it sounded. So now he's trying to repeat it. But see, this is the difference. You're dealing with educated white men, Barry and Eddie Hearn, who know how to MC the crowd, you know, have a good vocabulary. I don't know their high school and college education level, but Eddie, he was in Frank Bruno's locker, so he's been around the business. And it was when he was a kid. I seen a picture of him and the kid when he was in the Frank Bruno's locker room. So he's been around the game and shit like that. You know, you maybe you were a kid from the streets or whatever, got into wrong things, got into boxing, doing construction work. So it doesn't sound the same coming from you trying to explain it. You know what I'm saying? It don't sound the same as when Barry Hearn gets the you know the mic and he's trying to explain it because you don't articulate it the same way. You don't articulate it like Eddie Hearn. So you're just like kind of hitting over the point. Oh yeah, 5 year. You can have a 5 year, a 10 year plan. My goal is 10 years. Get in and get out, and it just sounds crazy, bro. And he just said, "This is crazy, man." Hold on, I'll pull it up for y'all. You know I ain't lying. Smash the like button. The real is back. New media. Oh my God, it's so glorious. All right, y'all asked for this work. Work. FightNights.com. Anthony Joshua, I'd rather fight Wilder in 2 years. Wednesday, May 29th. I'd rather fight Wilder in 2 years. Bro, they can't fuck with new media. Just get over yourselves. Joshua says, compare the type of fighter I was then to where when I've got to now in terms of experience. So then imagine in another 2 years fighting Wilder, I'll be a lot more sound. Anthony Joshua's team has far too many contradictions. 2 days ago, he said, meet with me. He said, meet with me. Now he on some, he said he wanted to fight right away. But now he's talking about how in 2 years he's going to be, 2 years he's going to be the man. And he's going to be so much more, his game is going to be elevated. It's just, bro, this is really sad. Like, and I blame the UK for this, but not the whole UK, but the people in the UK who are co-signing and just off of pride, foolish pride. They just acting like they don't see this. Like, bro, I'm slicing it down piece by piece, brick by brick, and we were creating a brick wall off yo dumbasses, opinions and comments and stuff. He just said I would. This he did. It's not. I didn't pull up an article from 2014. This was 2 days ago, a day ago. Hold on, when's the 28th? That might have been today. What the fuck? Oh, 2 days ago. Yeah, this is 2 days ago. This is 2 days ago. He said, I'd rather fight Wilder in 2 years. But you just said on on ESPN First Take, you want to meet with me, man to man. I don't, fuck the Luis Ortiz fight. We want to fight you right away. It's a contradiction. You did a video, 2 years ago saying, oh, I might fight him this year, next year, 2020. And now you want me to believe Wilder's running from you. Good luck, good luck to Eddie Hearn, AJ. They got to get past Ruiz first, but this looks crazy. He let Ruiz hold the belts. That's what I'm saying. He said, what if Ruiz, like, bro, listen, he said he has a sports psychologist, and look, he has a Navy SEAL sports psychologist. Shout out to boxingnews.online or online.net. The Navy SEALs are put into situations where they are under a lot of pressure, and how do they react? How are they able to perform under pressure? I have a plan to beat Ruiz on Saturday, but what if Ruiz goes out and clocks me with the big shot? How do I deal with that situation? ? Bro, who says that in the heavyweight division? That doesn't seem confident to me. He said, "What if, out of all people, like it's not like you said, what if Luis Ortiz hits me with a shot, or what if Wilder hits me with a devastating shot, or Daniel Dubois? You're saying, what if the guy who you're towering over, who had a 5 week camp, who doesn't look the part, hits you with the shot? So if you can imagine, if you're curious and you're recruiting a Navy SEAL who's a sports, now a retired SEAL or whatever, Jocko or whoever you got, right, who is now a sports psychologist, and you're asking a shrink these types of questions about a 5 week Andy Ruiz who doesn't look the part, so to speak. What if he hits me with the big shot? What the fuck if Wilder hit you with? If you were, just explain that to me. Anybody from the UK. How does that sound confident? You're worried about if Andy Ruiz at 6'2", and he looks shorter than 6'2", to be honest. You're towering over him. You had a 16-week camp to his 5-week camp. He already challenged Joseph Parker for a title. You could have said he won, but they didn't give it to him, so he's never been a champion. And you are asking, what if Ruiz hit me with the shot? I need Navy SEALs training to know how to respond to that. Wow. So if you're worried about Ruiz's power under those circumstances, then I know you have to be worried about Wilder's power. So good luck to old media trying to, explain this. That's why this whole fight, he said Ruiz looking 5'9". Hey, you dead ass serious though. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's why this whole fight camp feels weird for a variety of reasons. Too many distractions. It feels like something weird is gonna happen, bro. Feels like something weird is gonna happen because it just seems weird. Miller failed, late replacement. Boxing's weird like this. Boxing's very weird. He hired a sports shrink. It just doesn't feel like a smooth sailing American debut. Maybe it is, but to me, it just feels weird. You letting them hold the belts and shit. Like, man, I had never let someone hold my belts. Fuck you holding them for? That's what they do in prison, make you hold the belt. Like, that's the only belt you hold. Walk with me. You got to hold their belt and shit. You going to let someone hold the belt. So, like I said, you guys say whatever you want. Good luck to you and your channel and old media pushing that bullshit. That sounds weird that you have this new shrink and sports psychologist. Like, why would you, like, I'm not even knocking, like, because I if you're rich and try different things. Some people meditate, some people go to church, take a long bath or, drive somewhere by themselves. I do a lot of stuff for it, like self-healing. But why would you even tell people this? You feel what I'm saying? Like in that elusive detail, like it's one thing to say, I got this guy added to the team, but I wouldn't be telling people this shit. I would be like, yeah, I hired a sports psychologist. My friend recommended it. And, we're making a lot of money in the game. We have a lot to lose, so we just trying something out. Boom. I would say something like that. Short and sweet. I'm not going to be like, oh, what if Ruiz hit me? Meet with me. How does a Navy SEAL, like, bro, it's almost like it's like he's Michael B. Jordan acting like a boxer. Do you get what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to disrespect him like that. But what I'm saying is it feels like I can picture Michael B. Jordan asking a real boxer, Andre Ward, oh, how okay, because he's trying to get into character. It's like a method actor. Michael B. Jordan, when he spent time with Andre Ward and Gabe Rosado and shit, I could picture him asking them for pointers because they're the true fighters. And like, okay, so if you got hurt when Kovalev dropped you, what did you do? Because he's trying to get into the mind and the psyche. You know what I'm saying? That's what Joshua feels like. You're trying to get in the mind of a Navy SEAL to see how they deal with pressure. But you're a fucking fighter. So it should be instinctual how to deal with pressure from being a gold medalist. It's weird. That's weird. It's like he's a method actor, trying to get into character. Like John Wick. Keanu Reeves and Halle Berry, John Wick 3 or whatever, they went through extensive like gun handling training, you know, with marksmen, like bop, 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 to double tap and, bop, and see how quick they can draw and shit like that. Bop, 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 bop. Reload, bop, bop, you know, bop. I get that because he's not really this fucking assassin, you know. So he has to get all the way right. He might have shot before, but he got to look the part, you know. So he's doing gung fu and all that, gun fu or whatever. That's why it feels weird. It feels weird that Joshua's doing all that, and he's so candidly admitting this. Bro, if you're worried about Ruiz's power, then I know for a fact you're worried about Wilder's power, despite anything you said. And then they even asked him, they said, what do you think of Wilder's knockout of Brazil? He was like, oh, man, it was a perfect right hand, landed flush and stuff. Bro, I don't think Joshua's confident. I don't think he's confident as he likes to portray. I don't know why. I don't know what. You know, it's like he needs reassurance. He needs yes men. He needs reassurance. You know, just everything. People can't get in the ring, sending me copyright strikes, or not strikes, but a copyright strike, blah, blah, blah. It just doesn't seem like he's fully like emerged in it. Like he needs someone to tell him he's doing a good job type shit. Like me, I'm the opposite of that. I'm not the fighter, you know, whatever. But I don't need people. I don't need validation. I don't give a fuck what. I tell you all the time, I don't give a fuck what these haters talk about. Bro, the money is looking right. The message is getting out there, and they not proving me wrong. So we running it. Until if I see my numbers started tanking, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. So if I'm on YouTube and all I see is growth, all I see is like super chats, all I see is like, you know, people like, oh, that was a good show. Hey, I love your channel. You got the best channel. People joining, becoming channel members. You know, people sending me Patreon, PayPal and stuff like that. People, you know, saluting for a job well done. Then I can handle the other shit too. I got thick skin. I got tough skin. So people are, oh, you're fucking stupid. Oh, you suck. You don't know what you're talking about. Bro, I don't care about that because, you know, no matter how much hate you have, if you're doing the right thing, the love is going to outweigh that. I get more love than I get with the dumb shit, you know, and the hate that I'm getting, they're not explaining nothing. So if you really, I'm giving y'all the way to affect me. Prove me wrong. If you just say some baseless bullshit, I don't care. You know, if you say, oh, you're stupid, well, this is like schoolyard name calling. But if you say, hey, that don't make sense, here's why, then we're talking. So I don't need someone to coddle me. I've been through shit in life, you know. I've been through too much shit in life. This YouTube shit ain't shit. You know, having a gun in your face or some shit like that. What the fuck is your YouTube comment, bro? You know, police pull a biscuit in your grill. Don't give a fuck about a YouTube comment. Fuck is that doing? So, you know, like I said, self-esteem, it should be internal. It should be internal. I don't need no sports psychologist. Like, I'm not saying I would never try, you know, a therapist or something like that, but right now, I don't need none of that shit. I know what I'm doing. That's why what I'm doing, I know what I'm doing. I'm destroying him. I fucked his wife. I'm fucking him in the game. Like, I'm ego belly. That's just what it is. Joshua needs, like, it looks like he needs reassurance. That's the outward message that I get. That's why, because, like, he would, like, listen, I peeped the setup. I'm telling you, I'm a people's person. Joshua will be telling jokes that aren't even funny, and all of his boys are hysterically laughing. He'll be with 50 dudes, and they're all laughing, and some of the shit really is not funny. I'm not even hating. I'm just being real. I'm just being real with you. He'll say, like, oh, yeah, here's my Wilder. To this day. And then everyone's like, ah! And I'm like, was that really? Like, you didn't even nail the impression. Was it really fun? He did, and he's looking around. And then they're all the 50 dudes. It's 50 dudes. They come out of nowhere. Cabinets and, you know, pantries and bed, you know, under mattresses and shit. It's like, because sometimes it'll be like 18 dudes, and then 50 is always 50 dudes. And then they come out of like bed sheets and, you know, canned goods and shit, laughing. I'm like, what the fuck? Was that really that funny? You know what I'm saying? Like, they making it like it's like straight up Jamie Foxx, Eddie Murphy level jokes. And it, like, I don't know. Maybe it's British humor or some shit like that. But I don't take it like that. Like, I've seen some stuff that was pretty you know, kind of like real light, and they're like hysterical, like Robert De Niro on Cape Fear. Remember he was watching Problem Child at the movie theater, and he was smoking a cigar. And Nick Nolte was like, "Come on, let's go," because that motherfucker was tripping. He was like, "This shit ain't that funny the way you doing it." But Joshua seems like he needs to have that around. Mayweather has that too, you know. Like everybody. So I don't know. Maybe you just get enough money. That's what happens. I'm so mad at my dude Ches. He from the UK. He said, "Nah, that definitely ain't British humor. That's just humor from corny dudes." He said, "Nah, don't try to lump the UK in that." Hey, bro, I'm done. He's like, "Nah, nah, that ain't British humor." He said that was just some shit they doing. Just watch it. Just watch it. He'll be like 20 dudes, and then he'll say something, and it's like, sure, like, why did chicken cross the road? I don't know why. To get to the other side. And I'm like what? Like really, like that. I don't know. It just seemed like forced, bro. I don't know. I'm just a real motherfucker. You gotta shit. I'm like the Apollo crowd that we talked about earlier. You gotta make me really laugh and shit. I like dark humor. I like dry, witty, sarcastic shit. But I have to show you because I can't. I can't think of a particular scenario. Block Dr. Mellow Fellow. Anyway, I wanted to give y'all another hour. That's my thoughts. Any questions for me? We'll see how it all plays out. Let's see what happens. But Joshua's he had a sports psychologist. Best of luck to him. We'll see how that worked out for him. I'm going to do 3 questions. Let's go. Let's close. And thank you for everyone who's super chat. I'm about to get back on the road, baby. There's a couple fights I want to go cover. So I'm going to get back on the road. So shout out to everyone who super chatted, donated. Channel members, just hold up because I'm going to start dropping some exclusive shit for y'all. Or like first sneak peek. You get it before. I had to get organized in life, because I got to figure out how I can make everything work. But now we good. I've been getting pretty organized. Let's go. When am I coming to MGM DC? I don't know. Next big fight. I was gonna come for the Hurd fight, but then I was going to the Wilder fight, and they were like back to back. The traveling it takes its toll on you, especially when I'm traveling in different time zones. The older I get, is like you have to take a vacation from the vacation, and then when I be working, so it's not even a vacation. But I be tired and shit when I get back. If Joshua wins his next fight in the UK, hell yeah. This whole American experience has been kind of weird. So I don't think they're in a rush to come back. Plus, I don't think they have an opponent that would demand that. Who's the face of boxing? I mean, you could say Canelo, AJ, and Wilder, but I think this is it's really up for grabs too. Like even the pound for pound list, I don't think there's like a definitive. Like when Floyd was the pound for pound, nobody should have really had anyone else outside of Floyd. So I think it's somewhat debatable, and I think that's kind of how it's getting with the face of boxing. Yeah, you could say Canelo based on what he's done, this and that, but I think it's changing. I think the guard 600,000 in America streams. It don't sound too crazy. Yeah, I put Crawford number 1 pound for pound too. The boy gets scrapped. But I think Errol Spence is gonna have a say. Like you gotta look at the people who have the platform to do it. Like I'm anxious to see how Eddie Hearns plans to move Devin Haney because the kid can scrap. He's dope, and he already has a good following. But who's he gonna fight? That's what I want to see. Because I don't think the Ryan Garcia Teofimo fights, those aren't gonna happen soon. Teofimo they had some kind of WBC tournament, and Teofimo, he fighting for an eliminator. So that's not happening. So, politics get in the way. Oh, last thing I'm going to say is this. A lot of people are like, oh, They're like, why is Wilder fighting Ortiz? Ah. Shut that shit down. Here's why. This shit is going on, bro. This is going on internally at different, like, Wilder got to fight AJ because you want to see it. Crawford got to fight Errol Spence because you want to see it. But then you look at Top Rank, and they got certain fights in-house that aren't happening. You know, Artur Beterbiev, Kovalev, you know. Artur Beterbiev, Vodstick, you know. Kovalev's fighting Anthony Yard. Okay, cool. Then what about Beterbiev versus Vodstick? How come we didn't get Beterbiev versus Gilberto Ramirez or something? Vodstick versus Ramirez. Shakur Stevenson versus Oscar Valdez. You know, these are all internal fights. Teofimo versus Lomachenko. Why we got to wait for that? You know what I'm saying? So even in-house fights aren't happening. We haven't got Miguel Berchelt versus Tevin Farmer. Shit like that. So even internally, some of this shit ain't happening. Triple G ain't fighting Andrade. So how you gonna be mad at Deontay Wilder? They just looking to point the blame on anybody. They know Wilder's becoming huge, and you know he's one of the most talked about people. So now all of a sudden they angry and all this bullshit. Shut up, shut your goddamn mouth, cause you're liars, each and every one of you. The ones that aren't know who I'm talking about, and the ones that are know who they are. You know. You're not saying it. You're not saying like, oh, hey, how come Triple G didn't do what the WBC said and fight Charlo? How come he didn't do the in-house fight with Demetrius Andrade? You mad because Wilder didn't sign to DAZN, or, you know, you didn't care when Tyson Fury fled and signed with a company who had different directives for him and made the rematch harder and pushed it out. So if you're not consistent, then I don't even respect you. I don't respect your opinion. Because Fury, sure enough, fled and went to ESPN, who we knew had a different game plan for him, to fight Tom Schwartz. And these motherfuckers, especially in the UK, they ain't say shit. But you mad at Wilder fighting Luis Ortiz. Fuck off. That's your biggest concern. And the first fight was good. There's no indication that Tyson Fury versus Tom Schwartz is going to be good because no one even knows who Tom Schwarzenegger is. You know, all of 2018 and before, we were pushing for Luis Ortiz and Joshua, Deontay Wilder and Joshua. And then now all of a sudden he get locked up and announce it and is not waiting. I love it. I'm happy. I'm so fucking happy he's fighting Luis Ortiz, because this is karma. And I'm happy, and I'm going to promote the fuck out of the fight too. And there ain't nothing none of y'all could do to stop it. So just get ready to cry. I feast off your tears. I'm so happy. Yeah. You be like, oh, ego doesn't like the best of it. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I'm happy Wilder's fighting Luis Ortiz, because to me, long term, this is what it benefits boxing. So people see that they can't sit up here and be Geppettos and puppeteers and run the board and control everything. So I'm happy. I'm happy the fight's happening. All you guys crying, this is music to my ears. What? Why is Wilder? Because I know it's fake. You guys watch Dave Allen versus Lucas Brown and don't say shit. And then when Wilder has a rematch, now you're angry. Eddie Hearn has often played with the idea of AJ versus Dillian White too. You guys didn't care. You guys had no qualms or quarrels about that. But then when Wilder has a rematch to a good fight that did over 1 million, oh, this is bullshit. Oh, yeah, this is real big bullshit. But wasn't on the front line with us last year pushing for the fight. Remember when the WBA said, oh, you have 24 hours to announce the Povetkin fight or be stripped? And we're like, what the fuck? Why would the WBA do it? These dudes stood silent like cowards on the sideline. So, yeah, I'm loving it because this is karma, and karma's a bitch. So I love it. I'm happy. So people get to realize, you know, you can't control everything. You can't have everything your way. You know? We've been used to the bullshit. Block Eduardo. I've already destroyed your kind. People that think like you owe me, I've already destroyed you. Block Eduardo. He says rematching. Watch, I'm the stream god. I don't know why these dudes even try. Watch, I'll chop that up. I'll chop that up. There's no doubt Wilder won easy. That okay? Now you lying. So after the Wilder fight, they said Luis Ortiz was robbed of a stoppage. The doctors helped Wilder. Now you trying to say that? See, you should It's just like Eddie Hearn. The least you talk, the better off you'll be. Now see how they changed immediately after the fight. They say Wilder got lucky. That's what they were saying. He got fucking lucky because Luis Ortiz was on his ass and the doctors helped him, gave him extra time to recover. That's what they said. Now all of a sudden Wilder won easy, so there's no reason. Come on, bro. Who believes that? They were just talking about how block GLN. Block him. Look. Wilder versus Luis Ortiz 1 year ago. 1 million views. Recap. 1 year ago. See, this is what you can't stop, new media. Look, this is the comments on it. The best worst boxer of all time a year ago, 1.2. That's all you have to do. You look at the comments that are post dated, because it's not like these dudes are smart enough to come back and delete them. One year ago, Ortiz is a beast. Any other ordinary man would be put in a coma. 728 likes. Look at this. Is people talking about the fight. See, you can't change these things. The count a year. I'm looking at the old ones. That counter right by Wilder was nasty. See, people were loving the fight. You know, I'm trying to find. I don't think it was the smartest decision to take your daughter to the fight. He put his body in the uppercut. This wasn't. Look at the old comments. This was an inspirational fight. Both are winners. 131 likes. They can't lie their way out of this. Bombs away. Wilder, the absolute best heavyweight. Look. See, everybody enjoyed the fight. And then there were other people, the detractors, the usual suspects, who were saying that Wilder got lucky. Now all of a sudden it's a shit fight. And Luis Ortiz has won every other fight since then. Despite, irregardless of how you think he looked, because he knocked out 2 of the 3 people he fought since. Now all of a sudden it's a shit fight. But in the UK they put up with Lucas Brown versus Dave Allen. They could have Dillian White versus Joseph Parker immediately off a loss. Stop it, bro. Y'all done for. There's no way to get out of this. They said Joshua needed an opponent after Miller, and Luis Ortiz was who he wanted. And Luis Ortiz allegedly ducked. But now that Wilder's tied to him, it's a shit fight. But Joshua was going to fight him 6 weeks ago, and y'all said this is what you want, but Luis Ortiz ducked. It's over. I told you, old media is over. None of this shit they say makes any level of sense. It's not consistent. People enjoyed Luis Ortiz. Wilder won. Run it back, you know. And then people were complaining, oh, he was afforded extra time. And I've never seen this. This is how you could tell Wilder's entering the level of like unreal criticism. Is they say Wilder ain't this, that, and the third. So that means all of his fights there's a level of vulnerability, right? If what you're saying is true, you say Wilder has no technique, Wilder's sloppy, Wilder gets hit too much, Wilder be playing around, Wilder's windmill Wilder, his legs are too skinny. So then that means every time he's fighting based on his style and his offense, plus these flaws that you say you see, then it should be an interesting fight. Block Eduardo. It should be an interesting fight, right? But instead, they don't say that. They say he's the worst heavyweight in history and stuff, all these different things. But at the end of the day, they don't what they want him to do clearly shows that they're lying. He's the worst heavyweight, but you're holding him to the highest standard. You know? And you know what the great thing about this is with this new media? We're going to start the topic needs to switch. Wilder's already booked. It is what it is. Watch it, don't watch it. I don't give a fuck. I'll be airing it, not the fight, but I'll be airing coverage on my channel. So unsubscribe, watch it, I don't care what y'all talking about. It'll get covered over here. But beyond that, Joshua, if he gets past Ruiz, if Tyson Fury gets past Schwartz, they need to fight. Why wouldn't they fight? They're both do what Wilder did to Joshua. When he couldn't get the Joshua fight, he went to Fury. If AJ thinks, Wilder ducked, then fight Fury. Huge domestic fight. Fury already just said recently he ain't trying to fight Dillian White. But he has said he'll fight AJ. But he don't think AJ wants him. Why isn't the UK talking about this? I did see Adam Smith of Sky Sports say he said he'll fight. He said that's a good fight. Bro, y'all on borrowed time. Give it up. There's nothing you could do. It's over. Pack it in. Forfeit. AJ needs to, if he gets past Ruiz and if Tyson Fury wins, if they win, they need to fight each other. That's the only way. It's the only way. We need to see who's the number one. Since they were both was playing games with Wilder, we need to see who is the number one British heavyweight that needs to really fight Wilder. They already got a game plan for Wilder. And see, this is the funny thing. Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn, they played games for no reason. They could have fought Wilder, but they were like, oh, no, because they thought he was going to have to come crawling back and do as they say. Like, they said sit, roll over, and he's like, fuck you, ran away, and then now it's like a dog. You told the dog to sit and roll over, and you thought he was going to be obedient and try to put him in a cage. And then the dog runs away from home because of the way it's treated, and then he gets adopted by a rich family. So now he's doing better now. Gucci sweater now. Now the dog got adopted by a rich family, and he's doing better. You think he's going to come back to you? Similar situation. At the time, Wilder was just desperate to, I'll take 15 million. Let's fight. Let's get it on. His options done opened up. They don't like that. Now he just stayed, smoked them out, stayed on his path, smoked him out, and then now he got options. So, they should fight each other. Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, should they both win their next fights, they need to fight each other. Tony P, $5 super chat. Media lying on a sociopathic level. AJ fans flip-flopping like a motherfucker. It's good. I like it because it only makes us look greater. You have never seen me backtrack like this. You have never seen me backtrack like old media, ever. Like where it's just, I'm constantly on the back foot and backtrack. Bro, it's over. Told you. That's what happens when you try to play God in boxing. Try to prolong and let it marinate and all this shit. You should have did it when it was hot. You should have did it when you were hotter than Deontay Wilder. Now, what a difference a year makes. It's just like let's say I'm just make up a fighter. Let's say there's a fighter and I try to interview him and he fronted me off. Like, oh, who are you? Oh, Boxingego. Oh no, I'm not doing any interviews. And then I see him interviewing with a bigger YouTube channel at the time. So he fronts me off because he feels like it's a waste of time. I'm gonna remember that. And then now when I put myself and keep working, and then my channel's big, and then that fighter took a loss, and then that fighter is on the B side of their career, or the D side or whatever, then now they're gonna need my exposure. And guess who's not gonna be there to deliver that? Just the way when I needed you, And that would have been a good look to get an interview from you. And you fronted on me because you were, had your nose in the air. That's cool. But I'm going to remember that. So now when I'm up and you're down, but I'm up right now. Are you stuck right now? Right now? How about now? When I'm up and you stuck right now, how about now? I can't wait. That's what I'm saying. I love this. Same thing with old media. Watch what happens to their channels. It's only a matter of time. I already see it. They've already been, caught up in the rapture. Shout out to Anita. They've been caught up in the rapture. They're about to get captured if they already haven't. It's only a matter of time. There's only a few scragglers still trying to. A lot of these motherfuckers gave up. They come outwork me. I can't wait. Do more. Do more. I'm a competitive person. Let's go. Outwork me. Out hustle me. Have a stronger message. Let's get it. Let's get it. So we gonna see. And just remember who started what. We didn't start this. New media didn't start this. So we'll see how it ends. Peace.